All right, seriously now. What if there was an internal voice inside of you that could guide you to happiness, reduce fear, anger, guilt, and move you in a direction of clarity and happiness in your life? Well, there is. It's called the secret language of feelings. And in this next easy for me to say. In this next series of videos, I'm going to give you some input that normally you have to get the book in order to understand. So let's do a cheat. Let me just give you some of the stuff right here. All right. I'm Cal Banian, and I've been helping clients for over 30 years to fulfill their needs, wants, and desires, to be happy, to overcome bad habits, do all kinds of things to just change their life and generally be happier and more successful. And one of my tools that I developed and have taught to helping professionals all around the world is the secret language of feelings. That's right. There's a secret language of feelings inside of you. Now, this secret language is like a code buried deep. However, it wasn't uncovered by an archeologist or some shepherd walking through the hills somewhere or going through caves. It was uncovered through working thousands of hours with clients and a good dose of inspiration. I hope I've got your attention. When you decode the secret language of feelings, you get back control and you get a direction in your life that you've always wanted. Life just becomes simpler, more calm, more steady, and you feel stronger and more confident inside. Now this wisdom inside of you sometimes comes as a whisper and sometimes it comes as a shout. And as you learn it, you're going to discover it is a wisdom inside of you that's trying to help you have a better, happier, more meaningful life. Does that interest you? Now I'm going to uncover something that no pick or no shovel ever dug up. Did you know that the secret language of feelings has been there all along? Let me ask you a question. What are feelings for? What kind of a crazy question is that? I've asked medical professionals, I've asked counselors, social workers, nurses, all these people who would treat you for your emotions, give you medications or psychotherapy or hypnotherapy or whatever. And when I ask them, what are feelings for? They look at me like they don't even understand the questions. Well, it's time for you to know, and then you can respond to them in a satisfying way. One of the things you got to understand is that all of your feelings have good intent. They're there because they want to help you. Fear, anger, guilt, sadness, loneliness, frustration, even some forms of depression, what I call normal, healthy depression, are there to guide you, like the directions on a compass or like the lights and gauges on the dashboard of a car. More on that in a minute. Now, one of the main problems is, since we don't know what emotions are for, and because they come out sometimes at the worst times, people have told us from the times we were just little ones to stuff those feelings away. They don't want to hear how you're feeling. They don't want to deal with your feelings. Heck, you don't even want to deal with your feelings because you don't even know what they're for. You don't know what to do with them. And so what you do is you squash them down. You squash them down to just try to make them go away. You try to pretend they don't exist. And this is a very, very bad thing, because if you don't listen to your feelings and really understand what they're trying to tell you, then you feel like you don't know what to do with your life. You don't know how to really be happy. So, what are emotions? Emotions are pure drive. They're there to move you forward. And if you understand the language, you'll understand how that motivation is designed to make you happy. That's right. So instead of squashing them down, you're going to start listening to them, and you're going to find out that emotions, oh, crazy emotions, those are so silly, they don't mean anything, they're irrational. Wrong. When you understand your emotions, they're as logical as a computer program. They're as logical and give you direction like a highway sign. Go that way. So how do we ignore our feelings? How do we get to this state? Like I said, we push them down, but another thing that we do, and I'll get more into this in a coming episode, is that we distract. We get feeling bad. Like take a dad and a child and they're walking down the street and they're having a wonderful time. They're looking in the neighborhood and then the little boy or little girl stumbles over a piece of uneven sidewalk, falls down, wah, 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 right? If dad's got a cookie, where's he going to stick it? Right in that little fella's mouth. And then he's going to learn that when you feel bad, eat. Later on, he might learn when you feel bad, drink. Or someone might feel bad and they go exercise. But the problem is these are just distractors. Distractors are defined as anything that you do to take your mind off the feeling so that you feel better, but that thing that you're doing doesn't have any effect on the cause of the feeling. So when you get done distracting, then you feel bad again. So, let's stop distracting and start learning to respond to our feelings in a satisfying way. Now, we have more emotions besides I feel good or I feel bad. We have feelings like fear, anger, guilt, sad, loneliness, these kinds of things, and their opposites, which are different forms of happiness and satisfaction. Love, fulfillment, moving up in our life, feeling safe, secure, confident. We can embrace those because they feel good, but we must learn to understand and act upon the feelings that don't feel good. That's why we have different kinds of feelings. We don't just have I feel good, I feel bad. We have feelings like fear, anger, guilt, sadness, loneliness. Each one of those are there to motivate you to do different things. If it's fear, that means that you're perceiving that something bad is about to happen. And you need to respond to it differently than loneliness or sadness or frustration or even depression. Each one of our feelings are like the points on a compass or the lights and gauges on the dashboard of a car. Now I'm going to get more into that in our next episode. If you like this stuff, please share and like. And also, if you subscribe, you won't miss the next episodes that are coming. I think they will be life-changing for you. They're right out of the book, The Secret Language of Feelings. If you want to learn more about the secret language of feelings, between my episodes, you can go to TSLOF. TSLOF. That stands for the secret language of feelings.com. TSLOF.com. Or you can type a lot and put in thesecretlanguageoffeelings.com. Okay, hope to see you next episode. Please subscribe, like, share if you like this stuff. Got much more coming your way. For now, Banian signing out.